The character you play is based on a true story, correct? Can you talk about
Correct.
that?
Yeah. So the writer Michael Coffey wrote this story kind of based on his real life and kind of some what ifs. If he had the ability to do what he kind of dreamed he wanted to do and what he wanted to achieve and in real life he didn't have the support he needed to actually wrestle, and this is kind of that memoir and dream if he could have been able to be that person like Mike is in the movie. And um and and that's why this movie was so special to me and why I wanted to see it through and make sure it got its day in the sun, is because it's such a unique film to actually have someone as a dream for them to be relevant and to have that rewriting history to a degree through the power of cinema and art. And that's what this film is initially rewriting history for him and giving him that opportunity that he never got. And it's a journey of a young man who wants to achieve a lot of things in his life, but the time during the 80s, disability was viewed very differently, and how you were viewed back then was sickly and weak. And now we know that having a disability isn't so much where you're sickly or weak. It's knowledge, it's power, it's an opportunity to grow. And so we wanted to really portray that in this movie, that opportunity and that underlying power that we all have inside of us. And I hope it registered. So
Well, to me, it was a story of perseverance, right?
correct. It
Um,
was it was determination, perseverance, all those amazing things that we like to see in movies.
is that if you have if you have cerebral palsy, is that really what it was one of the things that really drives you to perseverance to achieve your goals?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a very stubborn person, very much like Mike and Michael Coffey, the real writer, the real character of Mike. So I'm one of those people that if you tell me I can't do something, I may not be able to do it now, but I'll do it. I grew up with a very I grew up in a way where I was taught can't is a decision. You choose to say I can't do that. You choose to make that decision that you're not able to play soccer or wrestle or whatever that may be. But if you want to and you want to do something wholeheartedly, nothing should stop you. You should practice, train, learn how to get stronger, how to be healthy, how to be safe, and put yourself out there. And I'm a firm believer of that.
Um, your character, Mike, he's bullied in school. Um, did you personally have that experience as well growing up?
Yeah, I experienced bullying and people that misjudged me or didn't understand me, and I think that's a common thing with everyone. Everyone either had a bully or was a bully at one point, and we all had our moments of trial and error and weakness or strength, and I think it was something that we really wanted to register through. Um, the screen and kind of this story of all these facets of disability, of diversity, of advocacy, of bullying and anti-bullying, and um, that we all face. And this is something that a lot of high school kids face every day is these challenges that you saw in Triumph. I mean, yes, some of them are a little more exaggerated, but really though, it's not too far from the truth of what happens in everyday life.
What do you think bullies all have in common?
Um, I think all bullies have in common is sadness. I think most bullies are sad, and they have sometimes it's different living situations, it's different environments. You know, a lot of times, a lot of bullies don't have positive role models in their lives. A lot of working and single parents, and they get placed a lot of weight on them. Um, you know, more often than not, bullies bully because it's a cry for help. It's not necessarily they want to assert dominance on someone because someone is asserting dominance on them, and that's the only way they can convey their emotion. And you know, growing up, teens and young adults, um, they don't have the understanding to share their emotion. And even adults can't convey emotions very well sometimes. And I think that's the biggest thing is a lot of bullies have a lot of pent up frustrations and angers and really pent up sadness. And so it comes out in outbursts and aggressive natures. And so for me, when I see bullies or I'm been bullied or whatever that may be, I really asked why. Like, what's wrong with you? Why are you doing this to me? What makes you want to pick on me? And sometimes that really diffused the bully situation, and he was no longer a bully after that, towards me at least. um, but I found more often than not it came from a place of sadness. It came from a place of doubt and disbelief and heartache, and I think that's what is common to a lot of bullies.
Um, what is it like walking onto a film or a TV set the first day? Do you notice that people are treating you differently? Does it take a little while for them just
It,
to?
it takes a minute, you know, like it's like any new job. It's like any new team. You're testing the water, you know, like everyone doesn't always just jump in. They check the temp, they do the toe, they like, you know what I'm saying? So it takes a moment to get everyone in the rhythm and figuring out how everyone works together and grows together in different facets. Um, but the first day is always the best day. The first day and the last day.
So you have a ton of scenes with Terrence Howard. Tell us about working with him.
He was great. You know, he came later on to the film, and we were very lucky to have Terrence play the coach part, because it would have been a vastly different film. Whoever we got into that role. But this film is very unique, and he did an amazing job in embodying the coach and the inspirational aspects of his role in the movie. And he's a character, man. He's a funny dude.
Um, Tell me a little bit about your philanthropic work. What do you do?
Yeah, I mean, I do a lot of outreach, advocacy, different anti-bullying campaigns, different diversity campaigns, a lot of fundraising. Over the last year, we raised over $1 million or over $500,000 in different organizations and in charitable movements. I'm actually the president of my family foundation, so I do a lot of paperwork and well, really mostly review paperwork. Lots of dotting I's and crossing T's and signing my name on information, but manage that and many other organizations as well.
What are we going to see you in next?
Well, right now, Triumph. Triumph is my baby that I'm promoting and hoping that it's going to continue to grow. And I have another project called the Oak Room that's out now. It just came to the UK, and then we're going to Canada soon. It's actually a Canadian film. Then I got another couple of projects in the works, so we'll see how they go.